Top of the YouTube back again with another banger. I wanted to touch on a quick topic real quick for you brothers, man. Real message, man. Every problem that you go through in this world, it's always a lesson behind it. It's always a lesson behind it, brothers. I mean, everything, every hardship, every downfall, every mishap, everything, every bad decision, it's always a lesson behind it, brothers. But you have to learn from the lesson. See, a lot of y'all are still getting discouraged, still letting the universe do whatever it wants to do to you, still feel out of place, still feel anxious, still feel depressed, still blaming yourself, still pointing fingers at everybody else about your problems. All because you haven't learned the lesson yet. It's a lesson to every problem in this world, but you have to pay attention. You have to pay attention, brothers. See, we get one-sided. We get one-dimensional. In other words, when we think the door is closed and there's no way out, if you would have paid attention, you will see it's another door. That's the beauty about life. It's always another door to open. And you have to open that door, regardless of how difficult it is. You have to open that door. Because as long as you live, you will be tested. As long as you live, you will face trials and tribulations. Nobody will go unscathed in this world. It ain't how it works. I wish it was like that. I wish everything can just be positive. I wish everything can just be smooth going, but it's always going to be a bump in the road. But when a bump in the road appears, how would you navigate through it? And if the way you've been navigating through that bump in the road has been causing you mental turmoil, then you have to find a different way to navigate it. You can't keep repeating the same mental responses. You can't keep maneuvering the bump of the road how you've been maneuvering it all this time because it hasn't been working. In other words, you still haven't learned the lesson. If you got something that's beating your head in right now that happened years ago, you still haven't learned the lesson. If you got something that's discouraging you right now and keeping you weak and just demotivating you, then you still haven't learned the lesson. I don't care what happens in this world, what problem take place in your life. Learn the lesson from it and move accordingly. That's all this life is about. I was talking to my homeboy the other day. Living is about gathering information. Gathering information and becoming better human beings. That's all we're doing. We're gathering information. Gathering information on where we went wrong and how we can correct ourselves. Gathering information on who to be around and who not to be around. Gathering information on who to pick to be in a relationship with and who not to be in a relationship with. It's all a lesson. But you got to pay attention. You got to pay attention. That's why you can't just be on autopilot and just take things for what it is. I mean, yeah, in a sense, you take things for what it is, but you learn the lesson from it. Why did this happen? Why did this pop up? Why do I keep running into this wall? Once you understand the lesson, brother, life becomes easier. Once you understand the lesson, you will realize that majority of your problems are self-inflicted because you're mentally doing it to yourself. Just let the universe do what the universe do. But you move accordingly. You don't keep doing what you did to put you in mental turmoil. You do something different to keep you out of mental turmoil. This world is crazy, brothers. It's a spiritual battle. You got to protect your mind, your spirit, your body, because you're being attacked as soon as you open that door. You can't control every event that happens. You just have to navigate it. You have to navigate it. You got to get rid of traumas. You got to get rid of these mental scars and heal from them. in order to be that person that you want to be. It's easier said than done. But you have no choice. Either you forgive all the shit that happened to you, whether you went through trauma, whether you've been touched as a child, whether somebody cheated on you, broke your heart, or whatever in this world. You got to let the burdens go so you can understand and you can gather the information that you need to learn from the lesson. Because if you don't learn from the lesson, you will continue to live in the abyss of misery. And that's not the way to live. Make this life peaceful. Bring heaven upon this earth by breaking the mental scars, by getting rid of the mental turmoil. That's why, as you get older, it all makes sense. The music you listen to, the people that surround you, the job that you work at, the energy, everything, all the energy, you can feel it. You can feel it. It's a frequency coming off everything that you indulge in. So if that frequency is throwing your frequency off and putting you in a lower vibration, you got to change the frequency. I don't care if you used to do it. I don't care if you used to like doing it. The frequency must change because it's part of the old world and your new world isn't accepting that frequency anymore. So you just have to listen. You have to learn the lesson. You have to learn the lesson, brothers. I don't care if you lost your job. I don't care if you got heartbroken. I don't care if somebody is lying on you. I don't care if somebody is mistreating you, disrespecting you, and whatnot. It's always another door, brothers. That's not the end all be all. Whatever you go through in life isn't what defines you. It builds you. It motivates you. It teaches you lessons. So learn from it or burn from it, brothers. You got two options. Learn from the lesson or burn. And in order to live the life that you want to live, you got to learn. You got to learn. I just want to touch on a quick message, brothers. It's always another door to open. But you got to be able to see it. I'll chop it out with y'all later, man. Peace.